Hello and welcome back to another episode of Town of Salem. Our name is Pewdiepie, and we are the Vigilante. There's nothing really special about this game. It's not anything really interesting, I want to say, but it does, I think, illustrate in a very powerful way how strictly TPLO meta and vote for role are usually followed at high elo. That there's almost no way that you're going to get around it. And it's such a difference between high elo and low elo, this sort of strictness, that the gameplay and the meta really changes in a very important way. So we're Vigilante, and one of the things that also changes between high elo and low elo is that as a Vigilante at high elo, you need to take a shot pretty early in most games. Sometimes, you're just winning really hard, and you don't need to take a shot because you're fine being lynched by Town because that's what Town can do. They can just plow through everybody at this point. But a lot of the time, in any game that's remotely close, you're going to have to take a shot relatively early in order to confirm yourself, because otherwise Town is just going to lynch you. A lot of evils aren't going to play passively. They're not going to just not claim. And so your claim is going to look the most suspicious. Your claim is going to look the weakest. You're going to need to do something. We already have a guy claiming TK, so the pressure is on to do something quickly. Wake up, day 2. Investigator is dead. They checked out. Bend over. Fine. We'll go ahead and put this guy down in our will. We put out a soft TK claim out there. Franz put out a pretty hard TK claim. Poth says he was transported. Sure. Peach is saying some nonsense, and I just start asking people for roles. I know that I need to find somebody to shoot pretty quickly here. Mason doesn't want to give me a role. Usually when people don't want to give you roles, either there's something really important or they're evil. Those are usually the two options. Nobody who's like a sheriff is going to really hide their role from you at high elo because they're fine dying as sheriffs, quite honestly. So I start fishing around. What is Mason? What is who? What are any of these people? Who hasn't talked? Who hasn't indicated anything? Who says lookout? Sure. Fine. Town is kind of quiet, not doing that much. We're probably going to VFR here. No TIs have come out with really anything. I asked Sylvia for role. We're VFRing Kemp. Kemp hasn't claimed anything. We put him up on the stand. He still hasn't said anything. He's really slow to do anything. Kemp, buddy, what's going on here? I'm still just whispering people. Kemp finally says Doc. Doesn't post a will. Sylvia asks for my role. I go ahead and tell him I'm Vigi. I ask Corwin what his role is. Sylvia and Sonic CC this TP claim. The guy hasn't even posted a will yet. He was really slow to claim. Corwin says that he's a spy. Interesting. He hasn't posted a will yet, though. And usually spies come out day 2 because spies are really hard to confirm role. This guy gets guiltied. He didn't post a will in time. He claimed really late. This guy's probably evil. I go ahead and ask Corwin for his will. See? Corwin, my friend, you were not on the guy who asked for TPLO. I know what we're doing tonight. This is how strictly it is. We VFR'd a guy. He claimed doctor. Not enough. We need a will. If you made us put you on the stand during VFR, then you're going to have to do better than that. He posts a will way too late. He's dead. He was blackmailer. Boom. Got him. Corwin claims he's spy but didn't reveal in Town yesterday. Isn't on the correct thing. Boom. We shoot him. This is how it rolls at high elo. You're not going to get away with any of this. Shooting Jonathan Corwin. Get this guy out of here. Was not on the TPLO request. Yeah. This guy's donezo. So, it's possible Mason is Jailer. I would believe that. When Jailer hasn't come out, I feel really reluctant to shoot non-claimers because they could be the Jailer trying to hide. But notice that we asked people for wills. Most of them said their wills. Most of them gave us their wills, their roles, their everything, because there isn't really too much of a reason to hide. We end up getting attacked by Werewolf here. But we shoot Jonathan Corwin right before we die. We'll see what happens. Mauled by a werewolf. That is unfortunate. They might have thought I was Jailer because I was whispering a lot of people. Well, I got myself confirmed. Corwin asks, am I the Vigi? The answer's yes. Pew pew Pewdiepie. What were you, Jonathan Corwin? Shot by a Vigi. Yeah, you were evil boy. Mafioso. See, it's that simple. If you make us put you on the stand in VFR and you don't immediately post roll and will, you're done, right? People understand vote for roll is a powerful tool in the hands of town. They're not going to, brook any sort of nonsense where the guy goes so slow. Guy says his lynch was BS. You were really super slow to claim, and you didn't post a will until people had already voted. So I don't understand what this guy's complaining about. And Corwin, we shot him literally just because he hadn't revealed and he wasn't on the TPLO request. Because that's it. That's all you need at high elo to do this stuff. The game continues, and it continues in a pretty basic fashion. Town plays fairly well. I don't know. We'll watch the rest of this, but most of the points that I want to make about how small the differences are between town and mafia play at high elo. The little differences, like this guy didn't, this guy wasn't on the TPLO request. That's the sort of thing that wouldn't work at low elo because people don't understand the meta. At high elo, though, it is absolutely essential. If you're not on the TPLO request as a role that should be on the TPLO request, you're going to get got. You should expect to be lynched unless you're able to prove yourself in some other fashion. Right? Unless you're literally your doctor who healed somebody else, your lookout who saw something important, like you're something, right? You're going to die, right? And for spies in particular, there's almost nothing that can get you off the hook for not bugging the TPLO request night one. Because there's almost no reason. It is the best way to confirm yourself, and the information that you get from the bug is so completely unimportant, right? It's not something that leads you to a killer, right? Here we lynch Poth. Yeah. Lookout was on the target that they went after tonight. Saw what happened, if I'm reading this correctly. So, life not going well for these evils. 3 down, only two good guys down. It's not a werewolf night. Not looking good for these guys. I'm not really keeping track of the game. I'm going to go ahead and put myself as a confirmed Vigi in here. But I also kind of believe Franz here, that he's veteran. Corwin is saying Sonic can probably pull this back. Maybe, I don't know. Is Sonic your last Mafia? Kemp is still real salty, but dude, you didn't post a will, and you posted, your claim real late. You were on the stand for like a good 10 seconds before. And it doesn't really matter either, because even if he had posted his will, Lookout would have gotten him lynched. He wasn't on the target. He claimed doctor, but I don't know what he's supposed to do here. Life not going too well for these evils. Transporter down. Bend over killed by veteran. I guess because they wanted to confirm that Franz actually is veteran. That's fair. When you're this far ahead, maybe. I don't know if I like going on the veteran, but... Franz says, why, Ben? This isn't the worst thing in the world. Turns out that he was witched. But even that he was witched doesn't really make too much difference, because now it confirms Franz is veteran. Franz doesn't have a way to confirm himself besides killing somebody. We're going to put Mason here as jailer. I know who Transporter is. Sonic says I was healed on night 2. Sarah Bishop is posting a lot of stuff here. We kind of expect Sonic to be something important. If he isn't important or hasn't confirmed himself, he's probably getting lynched. Because Town just has such a big numbers advantage. They're still just going to plow through anybody who isn't confirmed. Instead, we put up who. What is who? Who claimed lookout to me. So he should be able to confirm himself pretty much automatically here. But we don't see a will. We don't see anything happening here. And so he done. Jailer Inno and Execute 5 says wanna date me. Sure. They're gonna guilty this though. This guy hasn't claimed anything. Sarah Bishop says tell me who to shoot. We're pretty sure Sylvia is not bodyguard. We're leaving him in here, but now that Sonic is coming out as a doctor, that doesn't leave a lot of room. Given that Sonic apparently is confirmed and healed somebody. Again, I'm not paying the closest attention to the game. But all of these claims, everything. Who claiming lookout, Sylvia claiming bodyguard, Jonathan Corwin claiming spy, Kemp claiming doctor, all of these guys can't stand up to the TPLO meta. Right? Kemp's will was wrong. Corwin wasn't on the TPLO request. Sylvia isn't being seen by the lookout. Right? Like if we look at Bendover's will, I haven't seen it yet, but right? As I say in dead chat, Sylvia claimed bodyguard, wasn't seen by the lookout, right? Who's claiming lookout, but they don't have a lookout will on the TPLO request. It required them to be able to fabricate a lot more information than they have, right? Almost all of the evils in this game are getting found out by TPLO meta, right? And people who deviate from it are evil. You shoot them as Vigi. No questions. Bang, bang, right? Pew, pew, Pewdiepie. Wake up in the morning, 2 people dead. Wanna date me, shot by a Vigi. Sure, I mean, I don't know. This is not a great idea. But town has so many people dead that just taking any unconfirmed town and shooting them, which confirms yourself and confirms them, isn't the worst. I mean, I don't know. I still probably wouldn't shoot here given that they can't kill anything. Like, there's a good chance that they don't confirm anything. Peach dead. Peach was werewolf. Sarah Bishop is confirmed Vigi. There's no room for Sylvia. Franz is a confirmed veteran. Sonic is a confirmed doctor. Right? Sarah Bishop just shooting unconfirmed people is going to work out just fine. She didn't have to. Right? I mean, Town could have just plowed through all of them. But Sylvia isn't seen on the lookout will. You claim TP, but you haven't done anything. So Sylvia's going to go up here. And I still want to emphasize that. Blackmailer, Mafioso, Witch, and Godfather all get outed by TPLO meta. And people understand this. Most people at this ELO just grasp that people who deviate from this meta are evil, right? The reason they are deviating from it is because it's the only way they can make the claim that they're trying to make, right? Sylvia just gives up the ghost here. She kind of knows things are done. Corwin wants her to keep lying, but I mean, there's nothing this person can do, right? Even if this person had a completely convincing will, even if this person was practically confirmed. We know Franz is a veteran. He shot a guy. We know Sarah Bishop is Vigi. They shot a guy. We know Mason is Jailer. Even if Sonic didn't have any confirmation at all and Sylvia looked really confirmed, they're just going to lynch one and jail the other. And the game's going to be over, right? Town's just in an unlosable position at this point. They're at that stage where they're plowing under anybody in the way. Anybody unconfirmed. You're a spy. I don't care. I shoot you. I'm Vigi. That confirms me. That confirms you. Right? And we win the game. Sylvia the Doc. Yeah, night 1 on Peach. That's incorrect. But they have to say that because otherwise they would have been seen by Lookout. That's game. So again, not anything really special about this game, but it just, I want to emphasize how important TPLO meta is at high elo, and how any deviation from TPLO meta usually ends up with that person getting lynched or shot or whatever, right? Here, we literally, the guy claimed spy, wasn't on the TPLO request, we shot him, we were right. That's what's going to happen most of the time. When the person ends up actually being spy, the conclusion isn't, oh, the Vigi made a bad shot. The conclusion is, this guy wasn't on the TPLO request, he deserved it, right? Like, Vigi saved us the time of lynching the guy, or maybe saved the jailer from using their executes on this guy, right? Like, something worse would have happened had the Vigi not shot them. So, that's it for this episode. I'll catch you guys next time. Again, TPLO meta, it's the standard, it's the norm, it's followed very strictly at high elo in most games.